when we look at climate change and reducing carbon emissions, we think from cradle to grave, and basically what it means is how is this raw material used to produce a product through a process, how is it used by the consumer, and then how is it disposed and recycled. So the wine industry has the same cycle. You grow the grapes, you have a process by which the wine is produced, you retail the wine, people drink the wine, then they throw away the bottle and the cork, and all of that has a emission profile. And through the scientific analysis, which is called life cycle value chain analysis, it's a long expression, but it means you trace the emission of carbon at every stage in the life cycle and the value of it. And then you know that in a particular part of this process, a lot of carbon is emitted. In another part of the process, little carbon is emitted. So then you ask your engineers, look at the part which is the most carbon and tell me we can change the process a little bit. And then you can have a better solution. You have less emissions with the same wine being produced. If you and I work together, because the whole message I have is empowerment. We do not wait for governments and leaders to tell us what to do, because it is too slow. The government negotiations and so on, and the promises made by leaders have never been properly delivered. But if you and I work together, and basically if I leave this room, I can switch off the light, I can plant a tree, I can eat less meat, I can use a light bulb which is more efficient. So many things we can do to reduce carbon emissions individually. If we get together as a group, in a city, in a community, if you're a CEO of a company or mayor of a city, you can deliver much more than a national leader. This is exactly what the Porto Protocol is doing. It's an industry group based in the city of Porto, which is saying, as a community, as an industry, we can make a change. So certainly we will support what our government says and our Prime Minister says, but we are saying we can act on it, right? And if other communities and other industries join us, then we will build a whole movement. So we don't have, for example, to have an agreement between Portugal, Spain and France as governments, but the wine industry in Portugal and the wine industry in France and the wine industry in Spain can join together. So it's a different community of interest, but it moves it forward. And if we can get other cities to join Porto, like Guimarães, which I know well, which is also very, very green, and other groups, then you are building a bigger coalition, and you can maybe get other industries, the cork industry and others to join, then you get a bigger group. So what you're doing with this climate summit in Porto and launching of the Porto Protocol is much bigger than just the wine industry itself. It's a great beginning, and I hope it will have a much bigger scope. That's what I will help you to do.
Excelencia,